against J.R. Raymond. So remember, again, it is 2 games, 2 wins. And Mr. Evie says he's going to mix it up.
Uh-oh.
So on the prize list, it is $2,500 for first and $1,350 for second. So what Mr. Evie is going to do is it's just going to add to it, and whoever wins the match is going to get an extra $500 in cash. So thanks again, Mr. Evie. We appreciate it.
What's the loser get?
Yeah.
High five?
Yeah.
A check for $1,350.
Actually, JR, if you lose, we're going to give a pound of sugar to your son, and then you get to ride home with him. But nonetheless, you will count our champion as soon as the match is over. So let's get things started. Ladies and gentlemen, officials, allow a nice round of applause to get this final match started in 2021 PBA Boston Clouds. Brian Otto, Central.
If I lose, I just want somebody to find me some black tape that actually works.
Looks like JR starting with a Zen. Steve is throwing a Polaris. That is the first wrap tune I've seen out of that ball. Ball hadn't done that all day. That ball hadn't done that all day. Huh? No, Polaris. That ball hasn't wrapped 10 once today. Well, I hadn't done that all day. Sat for so long. Yep. Right. Oh shit. Yeah.
I was like, I ended up doing a gauntlet.
Oh god. Yeah. A ton.
Still.
Wow. What is this? Yeah. You would have bowled. Where was this? A gauntlet, that had been 4 or 5 years ago. Okay. Now this pair, every match in the bracket has been on the fresh. So this pair was run, roughly 7:30 this morning and sat all day. JR said he was using a dark code most of the day. He's throwing a Zen now, so he balled up. Even though he went to a Pearl, it's a stronger Pearl. And the Polaris that Steve has been throwing, he's with ring 10, flat 10. And that ball hasn't done that to him all day long. It has been dead running over the 8-pin. And he fans that one. Got it. Oh, come on. Now that's what that ball's been doing all day.
That would bring back some memories for JR. What? Yeah. When we bowled this morning, the stones it was nasty. It was nasty. That's fine in El Paso. It's still the worst on the planet. Off my hand, I was like, what is that? Wash out.
I said it on here. At the arrows, I went, oh, he made it.
Are you live?
Yeah.
Oops.
Nothing bad was said. When? Oh, it didn't catch it. It wouldn't catch that. No, I wouldn't catch that. Slow and left. Yeah, Polaris hasn't done that all day long.
I try to get my hand a little more to the inside of it, fucking just made.
Well, and even the strike, I mean, it didn't go through the pins the same way.
Strike over here? Hell
Yeah.
yeah, it did. I fucking ran right over.
I mean, it did, but just it looked slower. I don't know, it didn't look...
I put a little more surface on it, so that's what I needed based
A
on
little
what I did last.
Okay,
I went over with 1,000 lighter after the 500.
okay. JR front 4-9 spare. Steve went wrap 10, flat 10, washout. And then almost a 7-9. But he struck in the fourth. That should be better. That's kind of what we were seeing out of that ball all day. There we go. That's what we've seen out of that ball.
Left the 10s, did that on that little missing on my fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Here, it's like, first one I laid.
No.
Smash used to 7 animals. He said chicks dig it when you jump the forklift.
Yeah.
And they come back. He said they prefer to get the back of the hole.
So they are bowling on the 41-foot Carmen Salvino pattern. Steve, just 41? 41? Length? 44? Shit. Okay. 44. 44-foot Carmen Salvino pattern. And if broken down the right way, which, you know, these guys today have pretty much broken it down the right way in match play, being on the fresh every match, this can be a pretty high scoring pattern. You know, with that 44 feet, you don't have a lot of rim right, but you've got a ton of hold. You can play the shim, and then as the pair breaks down, that's when you get to create your right. Very. It's pretty direct. Yeah, you can't. You're not gonna hold that. That's what he was just saying. Yeah, it is.
Secret weapon.
If we'd have brought his, it wouldn't have been a secret. So if we'd have brought yours, it wouldn't have been a secret. You know, we love you, SJ, but two-game total pinfall max score now. JR 279, Steve Novak 230.
Dropped the 2 in 1850. Doesn't matter if 500 but
Makes sense. That one hooked a little more, a little bit left. Oh. Yeah. Get that 9-pin out of there.
Told myself, no, there's plenty of hook. I can hook at it this time. Just kidding. like the third and fourth oldest in the field. Guys, roughing it out.
Ooh, Sing Pearl.
No, can't use that one.
That wasn't bad.
Can't use that one.
Sing Pearl?
What?
Sing Pearl? That's it. Yep. Finally.
What?
Finally. Right. Alright, so 199 first game for Steve. It is 2-game total wood. JR can get to a 244. At minimum here, I think he's going to be 224. And that's what he will be at minimum, is 220, or at most now 224 with a spare strike. Not a great effort. First shot in the 10th there for JR.
I got to
You can just say it long time.
Is my battery fine? Battery's fine. There, 224 for JR, so 25 pin lead going into the second. JR up 25 pins after game one.
Number next week, they'll hold it down.
Good guess.
Don't open your eyes.
So JR has gotten back into the ball, and he said he threw a lot today. That Storm Dark Code just released this summer. He threw a Zen for the first game in this match. Promptly put it away after the 10th frame. Back into the Dark Code. Both guys have moved into something that's a little cleaner. JR going from a Zen to a Dark Code. Steve going from the new Ebonite Polaris into a Zing Pearl. Zing Pearl has been a really good tournament ball for him.
That's Jay. Where might this get us in line?
JR has a 4-year-old Jackson, cute little dude, making a little bit of noise. It's all good. Steve knows what that's like. SJ does the same thing. Is that a good shot? No, it is not. That thing was way too clean and too far right. I mean, even the Polaris wouldn't have gotten back from there. Not on this pair, anyway. This pair playing a lot tighter than what we've seen in the previous 3 matches for these guys. Maybe. That is a difficult one. Good one. Again, Steve Novak is down 25 pins, which translates to JR being up 25 pins after game 1. Tight. Tight, but tomahawks the 4 out of there. JR did, he said. I can tell. Oh, he doesn't like it. And he shouldn't. Good 3. Good 3. Ooh, threw a couple over there at the 10. So let's give you a look at the score. Again, Steve down 25. What's left? Whoa!
Nice shot. Nice move out there.
Could be a little bit of payback for the 3 2-pins that Steve rolled against EJ in the previous match.
Twice I've done that to this.
Can he keep it online? No, we cannot. Nope.
Mike, they're going over there to see if it's still up.
Good shot. You never
4 in a row. One of them's got to.
Took what? No chance. No, he didn't. He didn't. No. No chance. Yeah. We're all adults. That is not as forward as the last one. Not as forward, not as far right.
About time.
JR is in the driver's seat right now in this match. Up 25 coming into this game. Steve is washed out twice on the right lane. Both terrible shots. 4 strikes here for JR with a 2-for-8-10 on a bad shot in the third. This angle, that looks good. That was very good. Well thrown shot there. The best that Steve Novak can do is 228, which means all JR would need in that case would be 204 with the 25-pin lead he has coming into the game. Last 2 shots over here, Steve has air-mailed it to the right. Let's see if he can keep this one on target. He did, gets the 10 out. Let's try for 3. Let's try for 3. We did. Yeah. That's a good shot. That is a very, very good shot. Again, 204 is all JR needs. A strike here in the 8th would pretty much do it. He could hole out in the 9th and 10th and still get this regional title. But this shot right here is what will put him in that position. Even a spare here And JR is in a really good position. He likes it. Oh, baby! Hooked a little more down lane than I thought it was going to. But he breaks down the split, leaving just the 10 pin. What, Alexis? Alright, good spare there for JR. Well, a lot of different possible outcomes here for JR in the 9th and 10th, but for Steve it's pretty simple. You have got to double. And it starts with one right here. There's one. Two bad shots in the 2nd and the 4th for Steve, where he just got a little lazy. He said he was getting tired. He told me last match that he was he was bailing on the shot. He was popping up at the line. He wasn't staying down. And when any bowler doesn't stay down at the foul line when they pop up, it's going to cause bad things to happen. A strike here does put pressure on JR to stay clean in the 9th and 10th. High flush cannot get the love on the 9. And that will effectively do it. Best that Steve can shoot. It's going to be 207. 24 off of that is 183. JR already with 173. So JR. Yeah.
The patterns are a foot longer.
Zach, we are in Fishers, Indiana. Basically, it's like 15 miles past Woodland, the exit for Woodland Bowl. All JR needs is 183. He's already got a $173 with 2 frames to go. That shot right there will do it. No matter how bad it was, it doesn't matter. It's like the 4th time that one of them has tried to hit that spot out there and it just doesn't hook.
Hey, I tried to tell these idiots when we were practicing in here this morning that spot didn't hook. I kept telling them out there. I would have had an outside chance. I could have struck the fucking thing.
I know. Striking the knife, puts pressure on him to stay clean. Yep. Do more than one. That's how you do it. That's a professional, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't even need it. Yep. There's your champion, ladies and gentlemen, J.R. Raymond. Picks up regional title number... I don't know. Just bad shots, yeah. Now that zinc pearl's kind of been like your go-to in tournaments. That thing is, when you need a little length and you need something back in, that zinc pearl's it. Really?
It just wasn't very
Yeah, just took quite too long.
Yep. No. It's really not.
We'll stay live for the finish of the match. It is over, though. J.R. Raymond is your champion at the 2021 Boston Snowplow O'Brien Auto Supply PBA Central Regional. Zing Pearl. Hit the head pin. How many titles is that, JR? 5th regional title. I've been there for 2 of them. Well, I don't know. I didn't make the right decision, and that cost me this weekend, so we'll caddy. I could carry him. I just made too many bad decisions.
So let's make that note that he will carry JR's balls.
I did get paid to make bad decisions, though, so I did catch a check. Backup ball, knew it was coming. Left side's easy. Oh, tripping 6 pins, baby. Left side's walled. All right, we're headed home. Great bowling, guys.